All right, y'all. Well, during a candid sit-down interview with the People podcast, People Everyday podcast, Tevin Campbell opened up about his sexuality. Campbell says, "I didn't hide anything about me. I didn't try to act a certain way or anything." He continued, "You just couldn't be gay back then." He also revealed, "When I came out to my family and friends at about 19 or 20, that was it for me. And then on the road of discovering myself, I didn't know who I was." What do y'all think about Campbell finally clearing this speculation up about his sexuality? And did we need this, Al?
I, I thought Tevin Campbell came out as gay in '99 when he was arrested for soliciting oral sex from an undercover cop.
But he didn't come out. He was forced out.
He was
He was outed.
Oh, he was outed. Okay, got it. Okay. Well, nonetheless, I really feel like everybody loves Tevin Campbell. He's so freaking talented. This is a young man that stepped into the game at 12 years old. He was a prodigy for a long time. Remember, they said because of his 4.5 octaves, they compared him to Whitney Houston. He's overcome so much. The songs, "Can We Talk?" "Tomorrow," "Tell Me What You,"
in my heart.
Right. All of those things are things that I just remember being in the car and being in the home and just being at family reunions. And Tevin Campbell always came on. I have nothing but positive things to say about Tevin. Keep up the good work. Keep going with the self journey. I'm here for it. I think you're motivating a lot of people, and especially a lot of people in the entertainment industry who feel like they can't walk in their truth.
okay. Q, what do you think?
I weep for him. I truly weep for him. I remember what it was like being 12 and being 13 and being forced to be in these heteronormative boxes. I remember what it's like to go to family events and my uber masculine uncles be like, "You got a girlfriend? What's your girlfriend's name?" And I didn't have one. And those things made me so uncomfortable because that was not my truth, but it was the expectation of me. And I used to have to go to family functions and try to pretend, I couldn't go over there where I was more comfortable with the girls. I had to go over there with the guys and try to play along and all of this masculine stuff that I just could not relate to. So I take the small trauma that I had on the family level and I try to apply that to someone like him, who they tried to package as a sex symbol to young girls at a very young age. And that was very counter who he was on the inside. And I can only imagine the trauma that caused him and why it took him so long to come out and say, "I'm gay," despite the fact that we were able to figure it out. Because during his formative years, he received every indication and message that is wrong. You're not supposed to be that. So I am glad that Tevin Campbell has finally gotten to a place where he can live out loud outside of all of that trauma from his childhood.
Well, I think when I said, did he have to even do this? Everyone kind of knew that he was. And I look at it as none of my business, actually, because to me, his talent overshines any his sexuality, all that kind of stuff is really none of my business. I'm a fan of his. I think he's an amazing talent, and it's good that he feels comfortable now. It's sad that it took this long for him to feel comfortable and that he didn't feel that there was a space for him to say that. But the fact that he is now is good. I think he's 41. I think he's about 40 years old.
41.
But at 12 years old, that voice, man, he was everything and is everything. And I would like to see him come back out with a nice, just get back out there and continue doing his thing, because it seemed like he kind of disappeared for a while. So I hope that wasn't a part of it. I know he's had some struggles in his life, but Tevin, congratulations. We're glad you feel comfortable.
And you know what? I want to take it a step further before we go to the next topic. Let's not pretend like what Kevin is talking about right now was not a large part of Whitney Houston's issue, okay? Her sexuality and then being packaged in these ball gowns and bouffants, and it didn't make it any better that at that time, Clive Davis was also, what he was, and put some of that on her, allegedly. In his book, he comes out, Clive Davis eventually comes out and says he's bisexual, but I could only imagine if he was bisexual at 70 something, 80 something years old, that he was also bisexual when he was managing Whitney, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And all of that to be put on her. That was part of her problem too.
Yeah, probably a lot more than we think.
I agree.